political updates.
They use government departments like IGG's office, parliamentary committees, the police, and the auditor general all hide behind the law to frustrate Museveni's intervention. Since the mafia gang has established a wide network within government, a subterfuge, and controls all its departments, they use their allies in different departments. Of late, the mafia also started using Nakalema's State House anti-corruption desk. The involvement of Nakalema's office is, however, not surprising because the mafia always target those who the president praises in public. Remember Kampala's Jennifer Musisi, the mafia has used her as a scarecrow. Another method they use is preemptive intervention. When they detect that the president has got wind of their dirty work in the department, they target some officials in that department, fabricate cases against them, and drag them to courts of law. Under such cases, preemptive, any intervention to save their victim will be deemed illegal. In their arguments or defense, they do not explain the real issue. For example, in the case of rural electrification department, issued a statement but ignored the salient issues. I have never witnessed this anywhere for a government official who wants to work for the people but get punished by officials from the same government. This has become a normal practice in Uganda under Museveni's government. Number of victims is very long. Dr. Rose Nassad, the PS Judicial Service Commission, Lucy Nachove, the South Controller, and this young man in the electrification scheme, Lutwama, have endured untold harassment, including threats to their lives. The question is for how long will this situation continue? Obviously, it helps the mafia gang and the president is the loser.
Obudde butuweddeko tulabye nnyo olunaku lwaleero mbadde balabye balungi nnyo butereevu mwami Mirundi atuleetedde ne kuluga fulo
atemba n'alira wawuya atemba n'alira namaganda atemba n'alira. This group, let me explain to you. When ADF was defeated and disintegrated, it formed an assassination wing, which is paid for by people in the government to assassinate people. Mu ADF mwavamu akabinja k'abatemu akaliwo ng'abali mu gavumenti be bakakozesa okutta abantu.
Serious?
Yes. When ADF disintegrated, it formed the survivors, the remnants, formed a group, an assassinate group that is paid money to assassinate people by government people. Is a hired gang. Kati gange eyo
bwebagimalawo abasigalawo
yali agenda okutta Nakyobe ye yanumbye ewange era yemu yetega bomu abali mu gavumenti be bagikozesa. This gang is used by government people, but gange eyo ekola bweti. The gang leaders are not known to you. They sell their services. So anybody who wants to kill somebody approaches the agents. The agents are known, but the executors are not known. Okitegedde kano ka group ka squad bakagula abomu government balina ba brokers ababagula batta abantu. The same group yakuba Katumba Wamala, the same group yali Nakyobe, the same group yabadde Numbi yakanuma emirundi egi naye ngimanyi kubanga ninamu yo mwennyini abantu. Do you know that at one time they wanted to attack my Chengera home and were prevailed over by their commander? They tried to kill me. They prevailed over by their commander. I know these people. Mbamanyi.
Why don't you bust them? Why don't you bust the racket?
Katolaba. Nazayo motoka yaabwe. Kuba kino ekisajja kidriver kyabwe kibadde kigipangisa. Ebeera ku bbaala kiro. Buli muntu yenna abuliddwa mu kafyu gye kimuvuga. Embaga kye kigivuga. Until I knew bajja kuteekamu emmundu.
Bagambe.
Bote bakimanyi ekyo ekisajja kibadde kirina amagezi lwaki. Okwajja essomero lyabo do. Metron bamukwana ne bamugjawo. Bagenda kumwenda kuleba kyessomero. Kati kino ekisajja bakigula ne kitambuza motoka banzite ate bakikwate laba alikitiddeyo. Naye bazze mu motoka nga bagirako. Ne bangoberere ku petrol station ne bakubamu ettala mu motoka nembula nga sirimu ate nga mwene. Nadde njagala nkubeko omu bwambadde jaketi black bwambadde uli ku board nadde njagala bakokamu essasi naye nendowooza nti weesiba guruneti bakubye toki mu motoka bambuliddwa. I'm a superhuman.
Serious?
Yes. Ate kwe nakasoboka waliwo lwe baali baagala okunsa bajja bangoberera era ku board ninjivamu emmotoka nemba confronting. One fled towards Natet, another one towards Kampala, basi nemutta. Me am superhuman.
I see.
Kakati nkubuli negamba. This is not group YCC. Let me tell you, the Islamic State to attack Uganda for what? Tekuba mwaleta abataliban. Why haven't they attacked where the former president of Afghanistan? Because for you, I was reading yesterday, they said Afghanis, because of refugees, because of poverty, they are engaged in the child marriages. Batunza wala bawe mu Pakistan irudawa. How many mwe? These newspapers, the monitor, the rubbish monitor, the big Satan monitor publishes rubbish. Independent monitor, independent of who? You are independent of wisdom. You are independent of knowledge. Because mass communication means knowledge, disseminating information.
I see.
Which newspaper in Uganda disseminating the knowledge? Bateka obusajja mu red paper. Nga bulaba motoka za mpaka. Ugandans are sharpening. Are we seeing white people, Arabs for the first time? In fact, in my tribe, my nationality as a Muganda, the Baganda have a proverb. Omulungi mbwaya namaso bweta beyiga. There is a special dog in Uganda which we call namaso. It has like a bisigi. When you see this dog, it's different from other type of dogs, and I think it is only found in Uganda. And they have disappeared.
A dog with eyebrows?
Yes.
Yeah,
we call it namas, double-eyed. So the Baganda say, a beautiful woman is like that dog. If it fails to hunt, it steals. Omukazi mbwaya namaso. Omukazi omulungi. I found it in the Chinese culture. A Chinese president or a politician does not marry a beautiful woman. It is only this current president who is married to a beautiful woman. Beautiful women bring misfortunes in the Chinese culture, and I have it in my culture. Yes.
So,
kakati kyenkugamba twali tulwanira abafagani nga tubagazaaki
tewali.
Because if the Afghan women came, they would be married to their fellow Muslims.
Of course.
The people have married Arabs and Muslims. So, but why can the Islamic State attack Uganda? Zero. Monitor. Independent monitor. Independent of what? You are independent.
What they are publishing stories given to them by security agencies.
No, don't turn your newspaper into a dustbin. Me, I cannot turn my head.
Should you deny a report from security?
When I come to defend, I defend only facts, because
information, dissemination of information. Information in mass communication means facts.
I see.
If you don't bring facts, I cannot help you.
Of course.
Kakati Islamic State is not rumba. Two. I move to the second question. The second question is, when anybody who is traveling to Masaka will realize global company controls 90% of the passengers. They have a fleet. I don't know who owns it.
Of buses.
Some people say it belongs to Reverend. Other people say it belongs to Frankat Muevas.
Some people say it belongs to that minister.
So,
I don't know.
If somebody really was a real terrorist, in which bus, if you want to terrorize, to stop trafficking, to paralyze the transport using buses, which bus company would you attack? Swift.
I see.
When Swift, how many Swift buses are there?
He should have targeted global.
Yes.
Because global has many.
Yes.
Various of them on the same route.
If a global bus is attacked, then the transport is paralyzed. So if you don't attack a global, which will lead, that's why Museveni staked his swaggle in Luero triangle. People don't know why is it a triangle. When Museveni is seated in Luero, his rebels could block the Kampala Gulu Road. They would also sneak into Mukono and block the Jinja Kampala Highway. The same group in MPG, they would block Mitiana Road. They would block Hoima Road and they would block Masaka Road. This is why you call it a triangle. And Museveni was fighting 45 miles from Kampala. Soldiers would see the rights. Yes. And these soldiers, the northerners who dominated the army at that time, were using the Gulu Road. So these people, Babalabanga, Bafuke Motoka, Nabani Bafuna appetite, Bawambe government, Kati Jagaran Kuburi, Omuntu Yena, ayagala okuparalyze, ayagala okutiisa abantu ku luguudo lw'e Masaka akuba global. I'm not saying nti mukube global. Si Swift. Tasobola kuba Swift.
In the analysis, it would be something else.
Swift buses are suspected. How many are they on the road? Kuliko Bizimaka, kuliko Swift, endigito yavaako, ekitakulo kyavaako, wasigalako global. Anybody who wants to paralyze Kampala Masaka would attack, would identify, would target global.
The company with the biggest fleet.
Yes. Chobola abantu bana abasajja abawalabu bategeera. How do we age out the Americans, the Europeans from the airline market? Bakuba Paniam, America. The moment Panam was targeted, abantu ne batya, the largest. Alfred Yabalasha, ne Panam. Kakati ne bategeera. This as a result of attacking a Pan Am, one of the largest companies in the air transport. What has happened? The Europeans and Americans
now fear the company.
Avoided their transport. You hear Qatar, you hear Emirates, you hear Taxi Airways, you hear Egyptian Air. Toyiza kunniba byomugende mbirimbe bala bataso. I did intelligence. I did security as a course.
Toina tewali akulimba. Wena ICC ekuba Uganda.
Yes. Ngejikubira ki? What have we done?
Your argument Mzee, this is a group of ADF that is sponsored by people in the government.
Yes.
What do they want to achieve?
This is a group of ADF that survived and turned themselves into a hired group. Ngabola Baba mercenaries is a group that is hired by government people to kill people, their opponents. A group will reach. That's why when as you move towards it to capture it, but suspects Babat, I know how it operates.
Wamma. Buli lwebagenda bakwata
bali
ba suspects police nge bakuba.
Kati komanyirwa iki Kigundi, Major Kigundi bamutta. Major Kigundi, it took many people to Sudan for training. And at that time, remember, this was a time of the emergence of the Tablighi sect, Abasalafu, and occupied Nakasem Mosque. Government blundered. They encouraged the fighting in Islam because they thought that these people were fighting entrenched corruption in the tradition Islamic sects. Oyina okukijjukira kyekyali ekiseera ekyokuteekawo maka agreement, bateekawo joint administration, baleete Kakooza, baleete Dokita Gundi Kisuule, baleete Dokita Nasifu, mwete mubimanyi the maka agreement. Kakati Trabi was in Sudan. Bin Laden was once in Sudan. This is what people don't know. This is why the Sudanese government was using Antonov planes to hit us. Why? Because they did not want Sudan to be divided into several states. But again, Tigalanga, Yasomane Museveni, Sudan, Dar es Salaam, Gadanga went there for masters. They knew each other. Even their choices and the Dinkas are the same.
I see.
Yes, cynically. The catches of arms that the Okeros used to fight to Tropo Obote were destined for SPLA.
They were supposed to go to Sudan.
Yes. Obote was by 1970s. Obote was training. They had the camps. Anyanya 1, Anyanya 2. You don't know these things.
I see.
Kakati nkubulya ne gamba. Enala naye gwe umanyi ani yakuba. Do you know the people who banned essomero liri lyatengereka Kichwamba? Do you believe was it?
We heard it was ADF.
Gwe.
We heard that the rebels of ADF.
If you want to know that it was not ADF, or ADF was aided, go and talk to Lieutenant General Ngina. When the Kichwamba Institute was raided, there was a meeting for division commanders in Kampala. And you ask this man, I was in Congo, ask this man how he survived an assassination on the way because he was perceived to be a Mamunga.
I see.
Where is the Benzi? The boy who came with rubber band, the way he was treated. I wish Kazini was still alive. I would give light on who actually attacked Kichwamba. It was not ADF alone.
I see.
It was an aided mission.
Hey.
Let anybody, I'm giving you one clue. You ask, let those who are in charge of Bombo ask whether Kichwamba was not attacked a day after during a meeting of division commanders in Kampala.
Probably a coincidence.
And as a result, Lieutenant General Ngina was put on Ukatebe. But Yangina was in Kampala attending a division commanders meeting when Kichwamba was attacked. Yeah, you know, Manyi, Nimanya. I know the people who banned Kichwamba, whether ADF or not ADF. I know them. And you will get these things in my memos because I've written. I've given you one clue. Let anybody ask.
Angina.
angina, whether there was no, whether at that time, when Kichwamba was attacked, he was not a division commander. 2, whether there was no meeting in Kampala attended by the but this man, Pulawudire, yakoze embaga ye
Salongo
bamukwata uyu omwana
ono mwana yagize
bamubonyabonye bamutadde eggundi muno bamugyamu erinnyo egindi bamukulamu erinnyo bamubonyabonye nnyo and the boy will go to the US whether you want it or not. This girl you are quarreling over, that girl is not a girl of an ordinary person. Tata wenga muwala wetanafu muwasa kufumbira musajja oyo yaweereza ba investigators team wes
banonyereze
nti the boy is innocent kubanga mu America ne Bungereza when government eyawa no bwerema goteka mu sente zo
ngafuna private investigators
ne basalako
bano kwata miso yo ndiwo mulimu
kati instead of talking to the Bagamirese family, calm down this man. Kubanga bwe bujozi nganze bwe bankola tujja kuba bana be tutamukazi we tetanyina aja kunku banyu banku bawuswa tetadiso
bakunyama
kapeti bombi mujizemu bakye kati
teri kuleka
temuchidda
ensiyo gikubya nyondo
uyo omulamuza ajja
kusanga nenga noli rujita
and let's be tell you do you know the origins of those wigs the bamba nebyo bigawuni byabo
bitiba byabwantu
no these gowns and wigs were developed in 1846 when the judges in Britain were mourning Queen Mary. Erebe babikola mu dibali yandikanga liwunya. These are mourning dresses. Osanga umwala, osanga no Uganda.
Omulamizo omutoye.
Swimming suit ngajamba dembu yesazi.
Yesaza akamba.
When I talked about it, that these were mourning dresses at the gowns to mourn the death of Queen Mary. Bano bachakungu bagera Queen Mary go batala bako. Kati balamuzi ba Uganda kati bakubireko munga.
Bakola chatendo.
Bakola chatendo. Abangiriza bano bakola chatendo. Bacha mourninga Queen Mother. Queen Mary.
Tebama nchi jekyava bulungi tebakigoberera.
Mu Africa tamwe. Ezo galubindi abachina bebazikola.
Mulamiza ateka wano wansi ku nyindo.
Not to see you ngakusalira ogwo.
Fekyo kwambaza amasa yambaza nyindo.
Abachina bebazikola. Okugamba you are not man. Abangeza ne bazada butinga. Kati that gown purple gowns were purposely developed in Britain when the judiciary was mourning the death of Queen Mary. Bano bakyakungubaga. Abakungubagira Queen Mary.
Myaka
Kenya did. Kenya ni jaji kan.
Lukumulunana myaka nga minjiko.
Kenya ni jaji kan come in his suit. And he deliver judgment.
Sikukanga kanga.
Tolabe gandula. Egandula bajireeta lwaki. Egandula abasajja bedda. Tebali nanga bano bwana bwa mubuno bumuteeka mu nappi. Si basajja. Mwana nasiba mu nappi. Mwana omulenzi fe twakulya nga ayambala empala aleebeeta. Kumacha
alina
mama wapima
kwetaaya
mama wapima ofisi
nalamba napima waka akati mita zirime amaanyi
gaibiri takula nnyo namanya mulimu olusiringanyi omwana atakula akaso muba mu olusiringanyi abali bamwezi bakamujja mu muso nika akati
wayima yanje akirayo bulungi akitegedde
abasajja bedda bali bapanu nga bategekera omusajja agenda okubeera n'abakazi bana nga basajja bedda buli musajja omukadde abeera n'ekibirika kyakaawa
nakagonja
zinemwanyi eŋŋanda bazita batya kisansa enkoto
nakagonja nterayo
ntabaza bakadde emindi yange kisa obusungu jambia yange eriwa mukyale jambia eri mitwe jayindage olataddemu emindi ekisa obusungu ayite emindi ekisa obusungu ano afuweko kakati banadini bwe bajja nga baswala ng'ekanzu zeerenga kakati kyebakola oyambala we pajama tolaba banadini nga balina akatoke basooka okwambaliramu ne bakubako egawuni ey'okungulu butakanga bakazi baze kusoma era faaza yali muzungu
kakati yajja wano faaza yajja wano nga muzungu kakati nabuuze ekivubuka
oli mu program omukulembeze w'ekya ne Tamale Mirundi omukukunavu wano
mu kiko nakibuuza nti sente muziyita mutya ekimugamba ekyobuwemu ekyabakazi kati faaza omuzungu ajja abuulira mu misa ayagala bategeere nti oluganda akolaki
alumanyi
naffe abasaserdoti tuzaagalako abakazi bebasooka okudduka nti ono omuwemu bamujewakozi kiri ekironde kyeyasanga mu kigo kyamubuli ekigambo kyobuwemu kyebayita sente. You don't know the origins of these things. Nabaga nti ocampaign gwe basunda bagoba muzimu omusajja abasenteza ku ne bamukwatira ku mpaka ne bamutta muzimu ne butandika okutta abagole abasajja abakazi kuba bagugana okuwasa kati abagole abakazi nabaza gawuni enjeru omusamba baguyita bright gwalabikira nga Scotland nga gugabira abakozi enzaabo kyobola mukazi bamuyita bright ne original marriage gowns bridal gowns were white tukyesawo omuzimu kakati omuzimu omugole bwe bamwambaza ne gutandika okutta abasajja abasamize bebungeza ne bayiiya champagne kyobola bamusunda otobe kandi n'abasiraamu basunda soda. They don't know the originality. Timubimanyi nkugamba
faaza ayogera oluganda mutusonyiwokaawo katono
abo obuvubuka buno bwabba 4 billion eyisimba ddala kakati oyo omukazi muloni ye naga nti kadaga alimba tebyabaddeyo nga bwakonfessions nentwe yako entwe naye gwe banno batembye naye nayo tojja kubeera bwatitekishababaddeko bikati kaduse n'entwe yako nawe bajja kutwala naawe waliwo lisiti eyokubiri nawe tikutemba basajja gwe n'entwe eyo kaduse sebo ne mu meeting tekakyali what are we buying akasajja ko bakakamba tukwate billion 10 nga bakyali wamu bakita fellowship tukwate billion 10 tuziteeke mu motoka drone tuzitekako enamba plate eza motoka ze tugipakinga ewetu eyo tumulekerewo nti omusajja tumusasudde anti ayagala compensation katuula mu meeting endala nekatuuza abantu ako neetwe yakano akacakaladikanetwe nekapulani kakajja ekiro n'abantu banzite sente bazitwala ako neetwe yako what are we buying banno bagenda naye nawe tojja kubeera na mirembe wa ate Rwanda tokyaddayo ojja kutema
supplier buyer
kabagamba before I enter into this trade am I a supplier am I a middleman or am I a buyer n'entwe yako n'entwe naye sente kekazi gye omani sente kekazi gye omukyayina nkakubalako nkakuba yako
bannayuganda nakusana bannayuganda babasanga abayitwa grand children nga abalamusa
kugamba nti ng'ogyeko ddamu yegunde another hair raising example of the mafia hand is the rural electrification scheme under the Ministry of Energy. In normal circumstances, such a huge project would have the support and the trust of everybody because Ugandans in rural areas need electricity. Nakugambi Museveni ayogedde nnyo ku masannyalaze
nompa ekyokulabirako ekyamuhoozi
Museveni mu nsi muno yasooka mu Africa okukola kye bayita economic bottlenecks, good roads, a good environment, economic environment, mixed economy, government comes in where gundi
bamafia nabijanga bitula mutuzi
ye Museveni yasooka okukola gundi investment parks in some countries bazimba n'ebizimbe so that
they attract
competitive. What do you offer that other people don't offer? Ati bano bapi eyo namambe Museveni negotiated in the World Bank in my presence ng'omukazi bamuyita Ngozi yaye ali president ka World Bank mu Africa mu Nigeria nambuza Ngozi kitegeeza nti skill kakati awo namambe wayina okubeerawo fly over oba wanja motoka ziva Jinja bado kuba kuna sasira nina sasira mugagga nnyo batambulira mu kagaali ebikolimo by'enkoko tebitaka munye wakalamba
akakoko
akamunye wakalamba
akakamunya kanza kwa kafa
ate Katonda yakawa kulya nkoko bano Katonda bagamba kubba ku sente za gavumenti zibagunyagunya. Kakati nkugamba nti amasanyalaze kano, unlike in the past, I'm stressing the importance of electricity, that Museveni borrowed $400 million to implement his manifesto, where he pledged that 480 villages will be linked to power. Nebaziba. Nkugamba nti, unlike in the past, when steel and metalworks were restricted to urban centers, today they are almost everywhere, and everyone needs the power. Small businesses such as juice sellers, hair salons, and maize mills need the power to run. You do not need to lecture anyone about the importance of electricity today. However, thieves in this government lack this political orientation. This scheme should have also attracted the concern of every member of parliament, all leaders, religious leaders inclusive, at all levels, because such a project can not only popularize government, but also spur development among the population. Like elsewhere in the mafia-infected projects, the gang attempted to steal the money from the project. Museveni at one time asked, are these two idiots still breathing Ugandan air? Yaragira babakwati ne bagana. Saidi na bagana. Abasajja baba wa conditioni. One is a Mugisu, another one is a Munyankole. Bali Mure. Ne babagamba. That's why I tell you, there is no tribalism in Uganda. They sacked Munyankole Mukiga. Nga bagala bamuteka ko Mugisu. Gwe babba naye. That man is a Mugisu. Gwe bali bagala okujjawo. Bagoba Mukiga. Ikitegeeza is not tribalism. No, nepotism I can accept. But tribalism in Uganda is not tribalism. It is a group interest.
Nepotism yamanyi.
Eyo njikiriza. Naye wali tribalism. Abasajja babagamba wali kye musajja bamuyita wali kye. Mulala bamuyita batya. Mutani. One is a Munyankole, the other is Mugisu. Bagamba akulo. Unulikoti. Akulo. You cannot arrest us. If you arrest us, we must select a judge who can give us bail. And when you are charging us, don't charge with stealing funds, charging us with a bailable offense, misusing office. Mulyagonja.
Ngaba mugamba maso ku maso.
Kuli mbina ku video. Mulyagonja the one is to the agent.
Nyamanyi bagajjawa nga manji nya.
Sibe bazirya. What do they have? Sibe bazirya. But we are smart. Baba gamba no, bagamba akulu. Nkabera kula duke. I talk to these people. Baba said na yogera nabo. I went to somebody's home. Bampita kusawa busy. Nemalo kuba mu bintu byange ngolugendo lulu.
Wasoka mu church.
Abaserikale bange nembaga temujja. Nenyigira mu nyumba y'omusajja. Nga tulimu abo, tulimbana. Atulimba satu tuli agenda. Oyo walishi n'omusajja omulala. Sawa biri kumacha. Ningamba na nyine nyumba nti are you planning to arrest me? Nti no. Nitulambula nyumba ye yonna. Pistol wano.
Ngoli ko
mukabeza n'emifalizo yonna nati. Nanga gentleman you are safe. Nimuga later nairo nyu. To discuss me. Early morning, yeah. Early morning.
Alete nairo kunyeka.
Kati nyumba nti wambi nze senka kale.
Ngoli safe.
Nja kusanya filimu wano. Ezo sente zange. Gankadiye. Ina kusanya bi Nigeria wewunye. Na wampe nyumba y'omuntu kumacha.
Ngo kabutadde wano.
Nembaza.
Kaka sante. Miso ekola. Director miso yekolera ko.
Ne tutula ne baleta nairesi. Ne tuliyoka tuwogera.
Sikutegatega buntu. Ngobutega bano ne kutega.
Watege nsanga. Nakugamba
ngotega bano ne.
The mafia has collected with their allies in the parliament to defraud the government of $40 million under dam construction project. The plan was, however, defeated, and a new person was appointed to take charge of finances. As per their practice, the mafia gang mobilized against the new financial manager and suspended the one who refused to hand over. Interestingly, the president got wind of the mafia plot and supported the new finance manager. The new manager received death threats and has abandoned sleeping at his home despite having extra security provided by the president. Engineer Lutwama bamwita Lutwama bali bamusi oyo kitutu nako bali Lutwama kitutu you pay this money
mwenga ndi bamusanyiwa
apana ni wababbi tu rupe era bamulemeza bone bamutwale kala mwiki to tell you how influential they
kali manyi mwaisonyiwa
nako bali Lutwama yamukoba kumacha bakambya abantu bakubewa bakwashe bano mutwe kitutu agwa wali omuti gwa masanyeze n'oku naye Lutwama namutwale werifu 3 mmotoka yali emukuba neyefula ne bafa bana ne bamuwumula ali mu watu
erifu 3 ya mutasa
ba